$15. Whoa, shit. I'm so sorry. 15 now proudly brings you the GTS Podcast, Guys Talking Smack, the podcast where we talk about whether Smackdown was a smack up, smackdowner, or a smack in the face. This is your boy EJ the King.
It's your guy J.Fields.
And Smackdown took place this weekend,
Richmond, Virginia,
home of my favorite producer, Timberland, and also Pharrell Williams from the Neptunes, the Happy Guy, Chris Brown, Neo. I know a couple of Virginia artists, you know. I kind of know what's up with that in that field as far as Richmond, Virginia.
Shout out to Richmond, Virginia.
I don't know anybody else from Richmond, Virginia. I got a friend named Chance Richmond.
Okay. Shout out to Chance.
Anyway, no news and rumors this week because we got a lot to cover. But J.Fields does have a match to watch for. So J.Fields, what you got?
All right. So this match took place last week on NXT. It was the opening match on the NXT episode. It was Andrade.
God damn, he had it down.
And I was ready. I was ready to say it with no interruption. The two hardest names to pronounce in WWE. Andrade Cien Almas versus Oney Lorcen.
There we go.
One-on-one. They had a match. It was basically like the rubber match between them because they had each beat each other one time before previously, like probably about a year ago.
Yeah.
It's been about a year, you know, since they had their little battle that they had. But Oney Lorcen had interrupted, like on a previous episode. Andrade was making fun of Ho Loon. Like kind of being a bully to him, and Oney Lorcen stepped up to say, like, hey, you're not going to be a bully. We set up the match.
Yeah.
And when I tell you it was hard hitting, some real cool ass spots, like very enjoyable match. And I didn't know I was getting it. You know, I saw that. I thought maybe it was going to be something they was going to do for TakeOver. So to get it the next week after the little segment that they showed backstage, and then for them to come out and like literally try to kill each other, like it was that damn good. Like you think these guys have been hating each other for years, the way they came after each other. Hard hits, stiff shots. Like I hadn't seen a match like that. WWE, unless it's the top guys, you know, I hadn't seen a match like that, you know, with some of the undercard talent in quite some time. So it was damn entertaining. Could have been a main event.
Who do you think will get the keys? Probably towards in the future. NXT, probably, you know, they're gonna push a little bit further. Oney or Cien. I like Cien. Of course, I know you wasn't a fan of him.
I like him now,
but you like him now.
I like him now. He's a heel.
Yeah,
he's a heel, and he's using. He's a cocky heel.
Yeah,
and I like it. I think they probably need to do a little bit more with Oney Lorcen. You know what I'm saying? They probably should change his name because that sucks.
Call him OL.
OL. OL. I dig it.
Yeah.
But or they could have just. I mean, he had a weird name coming from the Indies too. Biff Busick. But I can say that.
I remember that.
I can say that way easier than Oney Lorcen.
I think I like Oney Lorcen better than Biff Busick.
But your name is Biff.
Biff Busick.
Biff sounds like an ass kicker. Oney Lorcen sounds like a character from Star Wars with like really big ears. It's probably like a different color. He's not even like a human color.
But I know it was a report saying, you know, Triple H is not really happy on the current state of NXT right now. Not as far as talent wise, but I guess pretty much it's not like it used to be.
That's Vince's fault.
Yeah,
for gutting all the talent. For just going through the roster and saying, I want this guy, I want that guy, I want this guy, I want that guy, and they're going to do it again.
Yeah, but like Sterling brought up, I think, you know, it really helped NXT if they had another title besides just two. The women's title and the main title. You know what I'm saying?
And the tag belts. But
the tag title. But yeah, they need another singles title, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree.
Yeah, they brought that up on RBU. Check out RBU.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I don't know what they could call the network title. Honestly, if they put the UK title on there or the Cruiserweight title, that'd be even better. Yeah, I mean, it's not like they got these huge wrestlers on NXT. I mean, most of the guys they got probably under 215, 205. Right. And if they're not, they could be under 205, you know, with a couple push-ups, sit-ups, or whatever, you know. So, you know.
Yeah.
nobody's just like towering over anybody. You got Ciampa and Gargano. They can have some great singles matches.
Yeah.
If they ever stop teaming. You got Tommy Ian. He's under 205. Roger Strong's under 205. I mean, nobody's just like outside of Big Damo or Killian Dane. Outside of him, nobody else is, really just this monster. In no way, Jose. He's not a cruiserweight, but everybody else, I mean. And then once you get those UK guys in there, you have a damn good show. You need another belt.
Yeah.
You need another
belt. Something. Like I said, just like you brought up the UK title or the cruiserweight, especially the UK title. Let other guys fight for the UK title. If anything, they don't have to win. But
D'Lo Brown was one of the longest reigning European champions.
I remember.
Ever.
Think D'Lo gonna be in the Hall of Fame one day?
I think it's possible.
I mean, if they could put the Godfather in there.
Yeah, you just put him in there. You just put D'Lo Brown in Coco Beware's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So yeah, D'Lo Brown, you just wait for the phone call, buddy. You're getting in.
That's the best wrestler I ever seen with the vest.
Yeah.
Screw you, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
You didn't start this shit. Anyway,
no, you didn't.
That's not why we're here.
This is true.
So let's get down with this rundown. So J.Fields, what happened on Smackdown last night?
All right, so this is your go-home show. Your Smackdown go-home show leading into WrestleMania, the ultimate thrill ride. Man, I wish they stopped saying it. But the show kicked off with the contract signing between Shane McMahon and AJ Styles for their match at WrestleMania. Long story short, AJ basically came out and said,
every time you say WrestleMania, I'm going to say the ultimate thrill ride.
I know, right?
Every time.
I was thinking about that on my drive over here. I was like, man, I wish they would stop with these terrible – who's in the marketing department? That doesn't make me want to watch it anymore.
The stage is fucking dope.
I can believe it. They could have sold it without saying it every few minutes. You got the commentator saying it. The Undertaker even used it in his promo.
He said ultimate thrill ride?
Yeah. He said Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Ultimate thrill ride.
Ultimate thrill ride.
I say it because you said WrestleMania.
You're going to have your last ride.
Oh, yeah. He did say that shit.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So AJ came down to the ring with Shane McMahon. Daniel Bryan kind of moderated. He was kind of standing in the background. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, AJ Styles said, hey, Shane McMahon, you're up Schick's Creek. You have no chance at all because this is going to be a standard wrestling match. You can't be flying off everything, jumping off everything, using weapons, chairs, and tables and ladders. You can't do all of that stuff. You're going to have to come in the ring and wrestle me. And nobody does that better than me. I can wrestle any style, which I'm glad that he finally said it because we knew it.
Yeah.
I can wrestle any style. You want to fly? I can fly. You want to throw hands? I can throw hands. You want to wrestle? I can do that too. And we've been saying that forever.
Since the first episode down
Since the first episode, AJ Styles can do it all. And he told you live and in living color. AJ Styles did put over AJ Styles as the one of the best talents in the company. Well, yeah, Shane, you're right. Yeah. Shane did put over AJ as being one of the best talents in the company to ever step foot in the WWE over the years. And he also said that the one thing that messed AJ Styles up was his ego, which we've heard that before. But pretty good setup to kick off the show. Following that, we had Carmella with James Ellsworth versus Becky Lynch. Alexa Bliss, our SmackDown Women's Champion. We love you. And Mickie James were on commentary. Nothing really major here to report in this match. Before the match could have a definitive winner, Alexa Bliss and Mickie James get into a scuffle outside the ring, which leads to them getting inside the ring. And then Carmella takes a shot for Mickie James, which disqualifies Becky Lynch. Carmella wins the match by DQ. And then when we come back from break, in Teddy Long fashion, holla, 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 we have Alexa Bliss and Carmella versus Mickie James and Becky Lynch. And we even get Natalya to come down to the ring and provide commentary, which David Otunga was really giving her shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was actually kind of weird because I was like, man, he's really giving her a hard time. And she didn't really have any comebacks because she's not.
I don't even think I was listening.
She's not really that good on the mic.
Yeah.
But this match ends basically the same way. Natalya gets up off of commentary, goes in the ring, and attacks, which leads to a 5-woman brawl, which then leads to Naomi music hitting. and she comes down to the ring halfway down the ramp. She hits a jump, just jumps straight off the floor.
Yeah.
And hits a hurricane runner on Natalya. Like, just
out of nowhere.
Crazy. Out of nowhere.
Just jump. Yeah, like
just
she was walking
like,
down there.
She got like a short little pace, little run. Hurricane runner takes Natalya out of the picture, runs to the ring, and basically cleans house of everybody in the ring. Hits the rear view on our SmackDown Women's Champion. And then she gets on the mic and says that I'm back and I'm joining the match for WrestleMania.
The ultimate thrill ride.
Yeah. The ultimate thrill ride. So now we have a six-woman SmackDown Women's Championship match. We have Carmella versus Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James versus Becky Lynch versus Naomi and Natalya at WrestleMania.
The ultimate thrill ride.
Oh yeah.
So they're not going to have the other women maybe show up still?
Oh, who knows? They said anybody that's on the roster, so we might get somebody extra. I think Naomi was the big pop though, and she got a huge pop. Yeah, huge pop. Shout out to. I'm glad that she's over. She's probably the most over woman on the roster right now.
Agreed.
She's the most. Well, not the roster. Well, yeah.
You can honestly say both brands.
Both brands. Because now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, nobody's really getting pops like her. Bailey was getting the pops early, but like now this kind of died down. You know, Sasha's not getting nearly as much of a pop. Like Naomi is almost basically the most over woman that they have on the roster right now. She got a huge pop, and you know, it was just good to see. Yeah, and we called it a couple weeks ago. We hoped that it would happen this way. I wish they would have waited until WrestleMania though.
We'll get there later.
Yeah, we'll get there. Next up, backstage.
The ultimate thrill ride.
I didn't even say WrestleMania.
You did say that. I thought we was gonna get it. You did say it.
Oh, damn it.
The ultimate thrill ride. You just said it again.
So, this is crazy. So, next up, backstage, we get Daniel Bryan backstage with Tyler Breeze, and once again, he's dressed up as Nikki Bella, and he's trying to get into the SmackDown Women's Championship match. And then Fandango comes in, and then they're trying to get something for WrestleMania for themselves.
The ultimate thrill ride.
And Daniel Bryan allows them to participate in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And he says he has 2 spots left, so he gives them to them.
Come on, bro.
Okay, whatever. So you're gonna put all these dudes in the Battle Royal? Whatever. So he gave them 2 spots in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal while Sami Zayn had to earn his. Moving on, I'm not going to even get to
Luke Harper still doesn't have anything.
And Luke Harper has nothing to do. Yeah. I mean, I could go all day, but we're just in the review. Yeah. So for the rundown, rather. Yeah. Following that, we had the season finale of Total Bella's Bullshit. Miz came down to the ring with Maurice for an episode of Miz TV in which they presented that season finale. Not going to talk much about it. I didn't really go into too much detail about it because I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about it in the review. They showed half of the segment, then they showed Miz and Maurice in the ring. They said, hey, we'll have more when we come back from break. And then when they came back from break, they showed the final part 2. And at one special note, at the very end of the parody of Cena and Nikki, the Miz and Maurice, they took off all of the wigs and the hats and all the John Cena, Nikki Bella gear, and they got real for a minute and basically said that you're a circus act, you're a joke, and you're fake, and after we beat you at WrestleMania,
the ultimate thrill ride.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to making movies, and that's all you'll be able to do because you won't have a place in WWE anymore. And then Maurice also said that you have to keep on doing your red carpets and your Kids' Choice Awards because that'll be the only time that you're nearing the kids. Yeah. So that was kind of how they ended that segment.
Ouchies.
And then they showed Miz and Maurice in the ring. They were getting ready to kind of talk. And then Cena's music hit. Him and Nikki Bella come down to the ring, and they proceeded to John Cena proceeded to just really light into Miz and Maurice on the microphone, which we're going to talk about that later as well. And then he tries to goad Miz into fighting him, punching him, so they can get into a brawl. But Miz and Maurice, they back down. And that ended that segment with Cena and Nikki Bella celebrating and kissing and stuff in the ring, whatever. Following that, we got a 10-man tag team match. All of the participants in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, because they didn't want to give us a SmackDown tag team match because that would be way better.
That makes too much sense.
It makes way too much sense. But so our SmackDown tag team champions are in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We got the Usos and Breezango with Dolph Ziggler versus American Alpha, Heath Slater and Rhino with Mojo Rawley in a 10-person tag team match, in which we saw Mojo Rawley hit that running corner punch on Tyler Breeze and get the pinfall, and then the winning team celebrated in the ring. Then to our main event, we got Bray Wyatt we got the Eater of Worlds, our WWE champion, Bray Wyatt, versus Luke Harper, in which we saw Bray Wyatt hit a Sister Abigail after taking the discus clothesline from Luke Harper and grabbing the rope at the pinfall on the 2-count pinfall. And then when Luke tried to hit it again, Bray was kind of spitting out of his mouth, looking like he was like in another world in some type of a trance, and it kind of threw Luke off. And then Bray snapped out of it long enough to hit a quick Sister Abigail 1, 2, 3. Post-match, Randy Orton appeared. This is going to be really bad. This is probably the worst ending of SmackDown I've ever reported since SmackDown Live became SmackDown Live. But here it goes, folks. Buckle your seatbelts. Randy Orton appeared on the Tron, and he's back at the Wyatt compound. It is now ashes. He also has the crucifix, the weapon of the apocalypse that Bray Wyatt used.
God damn.
It sounds bad. I'm trying to put this thing over. I'm trying to put it over.
You can't.
Randy Orton has the crucifix. I'm going to say it again.
I don't think AJ can put that over.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, and he put over Ellsworth. He has the crucifix, the weapon of the apocalypse, the little wand that Bray used to anoint Orton last week when he was being held down by all the people in the sheep's mat. Somehow, I guess Bray said, you can have it now. Because, I mean, if it was that powerful, I mean, Orton should never have gotten his hands on it. How the hell did he get it if it can do all this damage? He says that he's going to drive it. He's going to drive this crucifix, this weapon of the apocalypse, into the vessel of Sister Abigail. Basically, he's going to shove the thing in the dirt where Sister Abigail was buried. And it's going to absolve Bray Wyatt of all of the power that he just got like a week ago. I didn't write it. I didn't write it.
It sounds like an episode of Power Rangers.
I didn't write this shit. I promise. It's like, I think that's probably where they got it from. And then Orton, in Randy Orton fashion, vintage Orton, drives this vessel, drives the apocalypse, the weapon of the apocalypse into the vessel of Sister Abigail. And then these digitally created fireflies, these red fireflies, float up from Sister Abigail's vessel. And then we get like a cutscene with snakes and rats and worms and Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. And then at the end, it shows a viper eating a camera. And that is how. And that, folks, because I can go right into it. That, folks, was just SmackDown live from Richmond, Virginia, and Bray Wyatt's compound, where the vessel of Sister Abigail still rests. Oh, I can't help myself.
God.
Oh, they make it sound so big when it's just dirt. It's just dirt
and gummy bears and shit.
and a stick. Dirt and a stick.
All right.
Oh man.
All righty.
Oh, GTS. You know, there have been some moments.
Yeah.
There have been some moments on this road to WrestleMania where I literally just
the ultimate thrill ride.
There have been some moments where I really just wanted to just snatch the car off the road and just snatch it off. I'm not going. But we're almost there now. We're no turning back now.
Yeah.
No turning back now. EJ, go ahead and finish. Let me key you in.
It's cool.
It's our time for
WrestleMania?
No, the ultimate thrill ride. No.
You gotta say WrestleMania first.
I know, but I was doing what you were doing to me.
I'm sorry.
But no, it's time for the
smack up.
Yeah,
smack down and a smack in the face.
Yeah.
So
I kicked it off last week.
So I'm kicking it off this week.
It's on you, sir. What was the one thing? Because it was probably only one thing.
It has to be the total bell of bullshit.
Yo, hot tag then.
Okay.
Hot tag.
I just thought when they started, I was like, they couldn't possibly top what they did last week. They couldn't possibly do it. So I said it'd probably be a little watered down. But this shit was down there better than last week.
Right. Just
the same cue card. What say, said, I love you, Nikki. And then said something else. He said, I love you, Nikki again. He said, that's the same card. I mean, I say it once, say it again. They make it interesting every week. Miz is doing his best character, best work ever in the whole history of the Miz.
Right.
But just how he's, the creative idea just to come up with that whole gimmick, and they both selling it so well, and they're making me interested in this match somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Because just like BK said numerous times, like once they make it interesting, Cena and Nikki come in and just say, "Nah, we gotta wire this shit back down." Because y'all, it's like the crowd, and even after they showed it, the crowd was cheering.
Yeah,
it was clapping and standing up after Miz showed this total bell of bullshit. And it's like kind of like, John Cena had to come out there and persuade the crowd, like, what is going on this side, on the Miz side, is not cool. Y'all should be cheering for me. This is why, because he's fake and all that type of shit. But anyway, back to
we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. But back to the subject of matter at hand, that, I mean, it's like I want to try to pick at this whole segment, but like I don't want to try to make it seem like it was a bad segment, but it did turn bad.
Right.
But that was the most positive thing. I mean, I can't really just go on long about it. I mean, that whole segment was well done. Daniel Bryan he had the little fake Daniel Bryan and all this shit. I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring you in. We piggyback off that later.
Hot take.
Okay.
So I found myself last week, like literally like busting out, bellowing in laughter. It was that funny. And it's not very often that we get something that literally on the show, we laugh all the time. But, it's not often that we get something on the show that is already made funny or that is meant to be funny. And it literally makes you laugh like that. And then, because they didn't do any promo for it, they didn't tell us that there was more.
Right.
So when Miz comes down to the ring, I'm thinking it's just going to be a normal Miz TV, because I don't even think I saw it a little before the commercial break saying that they had more. I don't even think that I remember seeing it. Like, and them coming to the ring and saying like, yeah, we got the finale of like Total Bells. I'm like, 2 weeks of this?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on. Like, I'm literally glued to the TV, and they delivered. And then they added in extra characters.
Yeah.
They added in the Daniel Bryan. That was funny. Because he was a vegan. Yeah. He's like, we're having steak. And he's like, but I'm a vegan. And then like Brie took out a juice box,
put a bib on him.
Yeah, I'm like, that was hilarious. Like just damn good promotion for this match. And they could have ended it there. They honestly could have ended that segment there. And then when they turned real, when they turned and decided like, okay, we're gonna take off all these costumes and we're gonna get real with you. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay. Now Miz is being looked at like he's gonna really give John Cena a run for his money. Like, this is a real deal. Him and Maurice are gonna bring it to Cena and Nikki. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Of course, we know it took a turn, but overall, like 2 weeks worth of gold. I mean, like, we'll be watching this later on down the line. We'll be watching this like we watch Shawn Michaels do the Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? When he dressed up as Hogan.
I remember that.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Some of the funniest work Shawn Michaels has done. You know what I'm saying? And then he got serious at the end. And then he took off the stuff and then he super kicked the camera. Like, I mean, yeah, that's what it kind of put me in the mindset of. And he nailed it 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks straight. Him and Maurice. I can't even just say Miz, because Maurice did the work. She did the work. Like, she didn't come in there and just stand in the background and clap and shake her head. Like, she was actively involved in making and putting this segment, putting this storyline, putting this match, putting the whole damn shebang over. So kudos, Miz and Maurice. 2 weeks straight, damn good segment. from the time that I saw that things were going this way, I knew they were going to deliver.
Right.
And they took it to a whole nother level with this one.
Like I said, the character is so good. Like it's working. Like
right.
You never think like it's almost a year since Maurice been back with WWE. You know what I'm saying? And like we didn't know she was gonna make. We didn't know Miz was gonna make this much of an impact after he won the title the next night after WrestleMania last year. And like, I mean, ever since, man, like, I mean, you could say a year straight, Miz has been gold, like solid.
Because going into the ladder match last year, he wasn't even the favorite.
Right.
The match wasn't even about him. The match was about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody really expected Zack Ryder to come out of it with the title. And then for the Miz to beat him the next night.
Right.
I mean, it just turned into a completely different situation.
Yeah, Maurice jumped the barricade.
Yeah, she jumped the barricade the next night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was some damn good work. I mean, all year long. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're talking like superstar of the year type of work. I mean, this has been a career year so far for the Miz. And ever since SmackDown Live, you know, they took the reins with SmackDown Live back in July. He's been everything he says he is, whether you hate him or you love him. He's been must see. You don't turn the TV. You don't walk out the room. You don't go use the restroom. You don't get no food. You don't get on the phone. You don't look at your phone. You're not on your tablet. You're not on Facebook. Like you literally like listening to what's happening. You watching what's happening. You don't want to miss anything. And like he's the type of character that that's layered.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just all one way. He can talk. He can wrestle. His matches don't go the same way every time. He doesn't end. The endings to his matches don't end the same way every time. There's always a new element that he's adding. We've seen so many different match endings. We've seen so many different, gotten so many different promos, so many styles of promos. This is not all him coming to the ring, cutting a promo. We've seen him on Talking Smack. We've seen him backstage, you know, giving an interview backstage. We've seen him in the ring, cutting a promo. We've seen him on the camera doing the parody of Cena and Nikki. Like, this is what we want. And now Maurice is more vocal.
And just like
which is gonna make him even bigger.
And just like you brought up about as far as the different match endings, like, you know, we really don't get tired of how he ends his match, especially when Maurice is interfering. She's playing that heel manager role so well. You know, like it's okay when she brought the hairspray and when she distracted the ref or when she smacked, you know, Dean Ambrose and got him disqualified. I mean, these type of things, like these are not things you really, you know, if it was anybody else we didn't care about, we'd get upset. Like, man, why? Give us a good match. But like, Miz is playing to the role like, hey, I know I won because of my wife. I know I'm winning because of my wife. I know I'm
the best thing that's ever happened since she came back. It's made me better.
Yeah. And he's owning up to that. That just makes his character like he's snobby at the same time. Like, you know, when somebody try to come at him, he put Maurice in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she okay with that. Like, she stand up for her man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but like I said, I mean, just their pairing couldn't come at a better time. I'm glad to see him get this exposure. A lot of people probably counted him out, like he said on Talking Smack. A lot of people counted him out years ago, said he's gonna get fired. Look at where he is now. Like, dude's like one of the hottest things on TV right now. Like, I need some new merchandise because I want to support him. Yeah, I need some better shirts. So maybe a debut one at WrestleMania, the ultimate thrill ride. And I definitely try to cop that jump, man. But, shout out to the Miz.
Kudos to the Miz. So,
anything else on that segment?
That's all. Well, yeah. There's plenty.
Are we going straight into it, or are we going later?
There's plenty.
Okay.
So, I don't want to waste too much time because let's get to it.
Okay.
Is that where you're going right now?
No.
Okay. Well, we're coming back to that. We're gonna U-turn back to that. So, EJ, what was your SmackDowner?
My SmackDowner is this women's division again.
Okay.
And the reason being, you basically gave us the same match we had last week. Different people, yeah. But it's the fact that, number one, the main thing I messed up about is that they're not even on the main card. Yeah. That's number one. And when this match has been set up for, like you brought up, about 3 weeks now.
Really longer than that. Since Alexa won the title back. Yeah. And that's been like a month or so.
She had the title since then. And, you know, the fact that they get bumped to the pre-show.
Right.
And not only that, it's like you had so much potential in this match. you know, so many ways you could have surprised people. And I think we can both agree on this. They brought Naomi back way too soon.
And at the wrong damn time.
They couldn't wait 5 more days.
Right.
5 days. Like, that would have been, I mean, she already had a huge pop there. Just imagine if she would have got in her hometown.
Right.
If that musical to hit, she came down the ramp. I mean, like, who made that decision? I don't get it. Like, I really don't get that. That just baffles me so much. Like, let's bring out the week before. Let's bring out 5 days before WrestleMania. We couldn't keep her quiet.
The element of surprise. Nothing less than the element of surprise.
And I understand, like, all the reason I feel they did it this way because it's on the kickoff show. And, like, that's the main reason I'm upset about it. The fact that, yeah, if it would have happened on the kickoff show, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but still would have been a big deal. But, like, this should have been her moment, man. Like, I hate that once again she's on the kickoff show. This is, like, probably, like, the 4th year in a row. No. When with the WrestleMania we went to, that women's match.
That Battle Royal.
Yeah, Battle Royal, that was on the main card. But
that was right after Undertaker lost.
Yeah.
And, I mean, nobody cared.
Yeah.
Everybody was still upset at the fact that Undertaker lost.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we couldn't even enjoy that match.
I know AJ.
It was a fog for you.
Yeah.
I watched it. But while checking in to make sure you were okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, nobody really remembers that match.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything to just rain home about like it was so great anyway.
But it's just, I mean, I don't get this. I mean, just like you, I think you brought this up too. It's like, I mean, just make it a long show. Stop calling shit the kickoff match. If you're going to have a kickoff match, kick off with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal and let that be the kickoff match.
Right. A kickoff, it should only be one kickoff.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be 3 kickoffs.
And I know everybody got to get their payday, but it's just like, man, some people's going to have to take an L, man. Like, we don't need no Pitbull fucking doing a performance. I mean, I'm sorry. Do that shit on the pre-show.
And Lunchbox Larry or whatever dude's name is. I don't even know who the hell that is.
Why they couldn't do that shit on the pre-show?
Right.
We don't need no.
And then we got Tinashe. She fine. But we got Tinashe singing the America the Beautiful. So y'all don't care nothing about America until WrestleMania. So y'all don't sing no national anthem. Y'all don't do none of it. Y'all just kick the show off.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got to sit through America the Beautiful. That's the 3-minute match, depending on the speed of the song.
As long as Aretha Franklin don't sing the mother.
I don't want her to sing anything.
Whoa. Remember that? What was that on? Thanksgiving?
That was bad.
God, 4 minutes, dude.
That was bad. She's old.
But back to what we were talking about. I mean, I just really hate that they wasted that moment. Like
I'm pissed about it.
I was upset. I mean, I was
booked it.
I was happy she was back, but like I couldn't fully enjoy it.
We booked it.
Then she cut a promo. Then she was on Talking Smack. I mean, like I said, mind you, the Talking Smack segment, you know, she pretty much explained the fact that, like, you know, that was like one of the most devastating things she ever had to do when she had to hand over the title, you know, and she kind of knew that her WrestleMania, the ultimate thrill ride dream was gone, and she kind of, you know, that motivated her to come back strong and, you know, get back into WrestleMania, the ultimate thrill ride. So, it's just the fact that, like, I mean, it would have been such a big deal at WrestleMania, the ultimate thrill ride. I'm gonna keep doing this shit. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But it would have been a big deal, you know, and like
I kind of earned it, I guess, from a couple weeks back with the whole Shaq thing. So it's only fair.
That motherfucker better not show up Sunday. But yeah, man, Naomi deserved a bigger moment, man, and like especially how long she's been with the company. I mean, I just hate. Because you remember a long time ago, I think they did it on Total Divas the first season when they first got bumped, you know, and how devastated everybody was, you know, shit, crying and shit. Like, you don't do that to the people that been there, man.
Right.
I don't care. I mean, Mickie James, I don't care about. I mean, all these people earned the right to be there. They worked their ass off all year.
I mean, you got all these matches. I mean, like, if you're going to start early, just say WrestleMania starts early this year.
Yeah.
Force people to get their asses there in the arena or in the stadium. Yeah. Force people to be there. Have all your pyro and all your lights, all that stuff ready to go, and make it feel just as big at 4 p.m. in the afternoon or 5 o'clock in the afternoon as it would any other time. Like, nobody's foregoing the team running out on the field at the Super Bowl.
Right.
They're not skipping that.
No.
They're not skipping the coin toss.
Yeah, if you say it's gonna start at this time, people gonna be there at their time to watch.
If you want to watch it, you want to be there, you want to be up, you don't want to miss a thing, you're gonna be there. at the time that they say. They would be better off having, if they want to have some kickoff matches, you got plenty of talent. You got NXT talent. You got UK talent. You got cruiserweight talent. You got plenty. It don't have to be promoted. You ain't got to promote it for me to get on the network early. You can have a WrestleMania dog match.
Right.
You don't even have to go on the DVD. But the matches that you announced, ain't no let me bump this to the kickoff.
Right.
It needs to be a part of the show.
I agree.
And the fact that now I'm going in, like, I felt like Naomi was going to be healthy enough to come back 3-4 weeks ago.
Right.
She announced it. When they said it, I said, well, hopefully, and you can go back into the archive and listen to it. I hope, I was like, I hope that she, is strong enough to go. And they probably said that, any SmackDown woman that's, cleared to wrestle or on the roster to give her opportunity to get healthy so she can participate. I said this. And I said, think about how dope it would be for Alexa to be in the ring, all the women to be in the ring, and then Naomi's music hits. And she's in her hometown, and everybody goes wild.
God, it's wasted, dude. It's so wasted.
And you mean and nothing against Richmond, Virginia. You did the best you could. But 17,000 versus 90,000 people going nuts? I'll take 90,000 versus 17,000 any day. And you just cost her probably one of the best moments of her life. She's probably still going to get a pop.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be nearly as big.
Yeah, like I said,
now people know what's going to happen.
Anticipation gone. Right. That's exactly where I was going. The anticipation gone. Like I said, man, like you robbed her of her. And like I said, even though we all expect her, I think we were both going into this expecting her to win. But like, even if she didn't win, that pop would have been her moment. Right. That could have been somebody like when we talk about when Dolph Ziggler cashed in on Alberto Del Rio, one of the biggest pops we ever remember. Right. That Naomi's pop would have been the biggest thing we ever remember. We can actually we'll put that in the list. Like, hey, I don't know. Naomi at 33, man, like that was probably the biggest pop I ever heard in my life. Right. And they robbed it of her. Yeah. Now I really feel that was a moment they could have saved, but they just said, nah, we're gonna use that moment for somewhere. We want the crowd to be hyped for something else, not that. Right. And I think they really fucked her over on that shit. And that's what brought me down. It could have been a smack in the face, but like it was a good moment for her to come back, but it was too soon. And even before she came out, like you said, the women's division, them being bumped first. Because I didn't hear about them being on the kickoff show until last night on the show. I think they probably maybe reported it maybe sometime during the early part of the day. But I didn't get that information until later on in the show. So I'm like, what the hell? So I got mad instantly. And then the booking going into the match for Sunday, you got a singles match that turns into a tag match. A singles match that ends in a DQ that turns into a tag match that ends in a DQ. All to have Naomi come out and announce that clear house that she's going to be in the match. She could have done that same exact thing Sunday. She could have done the Hurricane Runner to whoever, when her music hit, somebody could have ran down the ramp and tried to stop her after she had a little slide or whatever, or the music hit, and it could have been whatever. All this could have happened Sunday. Right. All of it. And it would have made more sense. It would have been bigger. And like, now I'm like, oh man. But it's like they don't, I feel like now, like everything that WWE does is like a slap in the face to the fans like us. Now, and I've said this in the past, like I feel like it's personal, but like I feel like they book shows with the types of fans that we are in mind. Right. Like we know they're gonna hate this shit. Yeah. Like I said that purposely. Yeah. It's like it feels like that. It feels like, you endorse us. You buy the merchandise. You come to the shows. You watch. You sit down at your TV and watch it every week. But you're dedicated. You're gonna do it anyway. Right. But we know you're not gonna like this. They're raping us. Just take it.
Yeah. Here. Have some. Yeah. And I'm tired of feeling like that every time I sit down and watch WWE because that's what it felt like. Here, just take some. We could have booked this way better, but we didn't. Like, we'll never get the beer truck again. We'll never get the Zamboni again. We'll never get the milk truck again. We'll never get those big moments like that again. The monster truck. Yeah. The funeral.
Shit, a fucking four-wheeler.
The four-wheeler. We'll never get those things again. Because it's like, we don't really want you to enjoy it. We just want you to keep sitting down and being completely pissed off at what you see every week. And that's what they gave us with it. But that wasn't even my SmackDown.
So what is your SmackDown?
My SmackDowner was the 10-man tag.
That was close to being my SmackDown, but go ahead.
Because if I did some math, I'm pretty sure I've seen this exact same match at least 4 other times. Mm-hmm. Probably more than that. That's the kickoff show. Mm-hmm. They gave us a kickoff show match on SmackDown Live last night. Because that's the kickoff match that we've gotten just about for every SmackDown pay-per-view that we've gotten since they split the brands. Mm-hmm. I've seen this too many times already. All of that talent. Your SmackDown, newly crowned SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Former Tag Team Champions. American Alpha. Heath Slater and Rhino, who just happened every time we've seen them prior to last night, it's been some cameo appearance.
Right.
Like they were in the locker room when Dean Ambrose attacked AJ Styles.
I pulled up at the limo last week.
They pulled up in the car 15 minutes before the show's up when AJ was waiting on Shane. Mm-hmm. Now they get to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I don't want that.
If they were, not to stomp on your SmackDown, but if they was to put people who actually feel there would be a contender in their Battle Royal, I would be okay with it. But you put Jobbermania, it's Jobbermania in this shit.
Yeah.
You have Goldust, R-Truth, Curtis Axel, Primo, Epico, Jinder Mahal, who else? Bo Dallas, Kurt Hawkins, Mojo Rawley, Apollo Crews. You got all these type of people.
I've run out of fingers.
But then the kicker, like I said, I know this is jumping ship. You put Sami Zayn in a Andre the Giant kickoff show Battle Royal when he just fucking had a moment last year at WrestleMania with KO in that ladder match with everybody else.
Right.
You bump him down to a fucking kickoff Battle Royal.
Dolph Ziggler too.
Even Dolph Ziggler and Braun Strowman. People have no idea.
Well, if you spent the better part of, let's say, 9 months building into a monster on a solo run, on a singles run, you built this guy since you split the brands up as like this monster. Monster of a man, the monster among men, the mammoth of a man.
Ain't no telling what they would have did. Rusev was still cool. I mean,
they would throw him in there too. He would have got a match. Ain't no match. He would have had that match too.
What did he do last year? Do you remember?
Was he hurt?
He might have been hurt. Maybe he was hurt. I know Alana was in WrestleMania because she had that kickoff show.
Was that tag match? Was she in the tag?
Alana was in the it was like the Total Divas versus
Yeah. I don't think.
Yeah.
What did Rusev?
He might not have been there.
He might have been in the Andre the Giant.
But anywho, that's not why we're here.
That's not why we're here. But either way, the point is that why come you can't make it a who's who? Like, we just had the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. So you got to do something to make me care about this Battle Royal. But you throwing Goldust and R-Truth. This is like the poor man's Royal Rumble. All the guys that didn't qualify for the Royal Rumble, you get a chance to come get thrown over the top rope to make our stars that we didn't plan a real match for look good. Because Braun's going to eliminate Primo and Epico with one move. Goldust and R-Truth are going to get eliminated by Big Show probably.
Big Show and Braun going to have a stare down. Oh, yeah. They're about to collide.
Again, like we hadn't already seen it.
Everybody will try to eliminate both of them.
And it's not going to work. Sammy's going to be one of the last ones remaining.
I think him and Braun will be the last two.
I hope not.
It's going to. I put money on it.
But I mean, the thing about it is that if this is the only way you can build up your monsters, then you've done a poor job. You could have saved me 9 months of Braun telling me, give me some competition or else.
Yeah. And
then just saved him for this Battle Royal and let him win it. And then he could have stood next to the trophy and said, I told you I was going to win the Battle Royal. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it. That I didn't need that match last night, and it just completely watered down. Like they didn't even get an intro. They didn't get a damn intro.
And that's the thing about
you're newly crowned tag team champions. They don't cut a promo or anything. They're lobbying to get on WrestleMania, and you can't find a 12-minute gap. Cut down Pitbull. Cut down Flow Rider. I don't like either one of those dudes. You get one song. Y'all better write a song together. You get one song. I don't need to see all them people perform. I don't want to see all them people perform. Cut that concert out. I don't want that. I tune in. If I want to see Pitbull perform, I go to a Pitbull concert. Then I have wrestling matches at the Pitbull concert. Fuck out of here. I'm sick of it.
All right, man.
Like if I can see, if I'm being honest, if I can see Neville and Seth Rollins at the damn Flow Rider concert, I might go to that shit. Otherwise, I'm not spending my money on no damn Flow Rider or Pitbull. So you gonna force me to like this motherfucker?
You heard that, Flow Rider? Book it. Put Seth Rollins in your show.
Like I had to take this dude's music off of my damn Madden. When I play Madden, I get so sick of that song coming on.
Welcome to
welcome to my house. I hate that song. Like, why do people like that crap? Give me the green light.
I hate the thing.
I don't like any of that crap. Well, how did he become the musical spokesperson for WrestleMania anyway?
Him and Pitbull, man. Damn. Well, never mind. I don't want to talk about this shit.
Oh my god.
Let's get into this smack in the face, man. We got a lot to go on.
Let's go. I'm mad. I'm angry.
So let's go and get this hot tag going on the smack in the face.
All right, let's go. Go. What's your smack in the face?
Our smack in the face. Who else would it be? Than the douchebag himself.
There's no other person.
Mr. John Cena. What else?
You can throw Nikki Bella in there too.
Both of them. The whole Total Bella crew. To be honest. Except John Laurinaitis. I don't got no beef with you, dude.
I don't like him either. People power that.
But anyway, man, I mean, just like we was talking about in our smack up, man. Great Total Bella bullshit. Great segment. I felt it should have ended with Miz being on top. I mean, you already know going into this match, Cena and Nikki is gonna win. So let Miz have this last shining moment. Because when he got real, took everything off, he looked in the camera, said, I'm going to beat you. I mean, just pretty much spit facts to him, saying, what's going on? You fake, and I'm going to expose you for who you really are, and I'm going to do it in front of thousands of people. That should have been it. It shouldn't have been no belittling, calling him a pussy, and talking bad to his wife. And your girl just sit over there just like, yeah, get him, baby, all that type of stuff. Yeah, that's all Nikki was doing, man.
Right.
And like, it wiped away. It didn't wipe away my memory, but it wiped away everything Miz did. He built this masterpiece in the middle of the ring, and John Cena just came. Miz built a sandcastle on the beach, and John Cena just came over and kicked the motherfucker over. That's basically what happened. Because Miz had it going. Like, he had the whole promo going. He had the match interesting. He had me like, man, I actually hope they give them some time and let Miz get the upper hand on the shit. But you got John Cena come out there, bully his way through the promo, say what he got to say, walk around, pacing around the ring, call him a pussy, and say he's not the must-see TV or he's the shit or some shit. Like, he said something about Miz. Then started trashing Maurice. The only thing I got mad about, which John Cena, Daniel Bryan did speak on
Talk Smack.
I said Daniel Bryan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan spoke on Talking Smack is that if somebody was talking to my wife like that, he wouldn't even have to allow me to hit him. I would have knocked his ass out. You know what I'm saying? So I do not knock him because that's who Miz is, but like Miz should have beat his ass as soon as he started talking about his wife. Because Miz didn't say shit about Nikki Bella.
Right.
That was Maurice's job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like the fact that John Cena had to carry that whole segment, then when Miz and Maurice got out the ring, Nikki gonna open her mouth and say some shit. Like,
she could have kept that.
I'm just so tired of it. I mean, like, this this WrestleMania, the Ultimate Thrill Ride, is clearly not about John Cena and Nikki Bella. But they want to make it like, hey, I know everything that's going on, but look at us. We look at us. You know what I'm saying? Get in here. I'll take it.
My arm was over the rope. I was stretching. I was like, get me in here. Get me in here. I'm ready. Time to clean house.
Yeah.
I just want to start this off by saying I hate John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
And I've started off with many smacks in the face or smack in the faces by telling people that I hate John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
And this last night proved it. It just further confirmed my total dislike, disdain, utter hatred for the guy.
Yeah.
As a character, as a part of my hobby, my childhood love, professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this would have gone over way better had Miz had his segment.
Mm-hmm.
And then
empty
the ring out, clear the ring out. Later on in the night, John Cena, Nikki Bella come to the ring. Nikki Bella, John Cena respond in ring to what Miz and Marie said. But for some reason, the people that book John Cena, they love to have John Cena get the last word in while the person that he's retorting to is standing right there and never gets to respond. We went through this whole shit with AJ Styles, where AJ cuts this beautiful promo, gives us all these great points on why Cena's whatever. And then I got to sit through in that same moment after I've just, this is great. I got to sit here in this moment and be completely snatched down. And that lets me know, and again, that lets me know that the people that are booking this stuff are booking it with us in mind.
Yep.
Because they don't want us to be happy.
Nope.
They don't want us to say, hell yeah, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
You get 2 weeks of absolute pure gold from Maurice and Miz. On Talking Smack, I'm almost mad that I watched it from last week. Because John Cena and Nikki Bella go on there and they want to laugh it up. Ha ha ha, yeah, that's funny. That was real funny. I was laughing with everybody else. And then he comes out and starts the promo off last night the same way. Like, ha ha, yeah, it was funny. But
just in case you didn't see it on Talking Smack, I'm going to say it
right,
again.
I'm going to say it again. I'm going to let you know how funny it was. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, you making fun of this. It's like you making light of it because you like, yeah, people been talking about me all the time. And then it always goes back to this, well, I'm John Cena. And, you know, people been talking about me. And it's all about rising above hate. And, you know, when I take all this stuff out, all the stuff that you say makes me fake, I'm still standing here. Like, no. You could have cut that promo in the ring with your airheaded girlfriend without her being in there. Without them being in there. Without Miz and Maurice being in the ring. Nikki Bella served no purpose. This whole promo. She's just back there amen. She's just back there hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get him, John.
Get him,
clapping and shaking her head like that's all you brought to this? That's all you brought to this. You couldn't even cut a decent promo. You had one line to close out the promo, and it was bad.
I didn't even like the fact that when John Cena said, he pointed to Maurice, like, what are you here for? Because you go on the WWE Network, you wouldn't know anything she done. She was the longest reigning Divas champion before your bimbo-ass girlfriend came and got in the way and sucked her way into erasing AJ shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Maurice played a factor in her era.
Right.
Don't act like she won.
And the thing about it is that, like, let's not, and that it was the shots that it was, and I know, I'm gonna be fair. Yeah, Miz and Maurice took some shots at Cena and Nikki Bella, but the shots that Cena always seems to take always seem to be a little more pointed and a little more below the belt, than everybody else.
You gotta put out a cursing word or some shit just to get people to say, "Ooh."
You know, I mean, you think about it. With the exception of this program, Paul Heyman has come to the ring for years now and put your ass in the seat for CM Punk, for Brock Lesnar. He has put your ass in the seat for years when it comes time for a big match when he was managing Punk, and he's still managing Brock. This is the one time that I can say Paul Heyman didn't sell me.
Right.
And he couldn't. He didn't have anything to sell. Like, this is the one time that he couldn't turn that shit into gold. But every other time, Paul Heyman has come to the ring, cut a magnificent promo, made me buy in to whatever match Brock or whatever match CM Punk was about to have. I'm in. Count me in.
Right.
Imagine if after Paul Heyman cuts his promo, I got to sit through Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart coming to the ring and completely throwing a cold bucket of water on what Paul Heyman did. Nothing against Jimmy Hart.
Right.
But he ain't no Paul Heyman.
Right.
Same thing can be said for the Miz. Miz just talked me into the damn on the couch. He just talked me to the couch. I'm going to watch WrestleMania. I'm
the ultimate thrill ride.
I'm interested in this damn match. He might lose. But because of the fact that he built this great promo, this great program, I'm sold. If you did all of that to get me interested in the match, you did your damn job.
Right.
Let it ride with that.
I
don't need John Cena, because he's a part of it, to come in and do his John Cena thing.
Right.
Because that always sours it for me. AJ Styles made me care about the Royal Rumble match. Made me care about the SummerSlam match. But each time John Cena comes to the ring, gets the final word. He gets the last attitude adjustment. He gets the whatever. The last tap out. He's standing tall with the belt. He's standing tall over whoever. I'm tired of that. If you're going to give him a moment, separate him from his opponent. Don't let him keep on making his opponent seem like they ain't shit.
Yeah.
Now, they may not be, but don't let them do it in the ring together. Because you can cut a promo on somebody and they not be in the ring, and it can be just as good. Cena didn't need to be in the ring with Miz. Nikki Bella didn't need to be in the ring with Maurice and Nikki Bella. Maurice didn't need to be in the ring with Maurice. They could have done their own separate segments and left it at that. That's where it bothered me the most.
Right.
And then the fact that John Cena goes on this long tirade, basically just turned down Miz and Maurice and then taking shots at Maurice.
Right.
What your girl there for? It ought to just be a handicap match. Because Nikki Bella didn't bring anything to it.
At all.
She brought nothing. Nothing. Like, I'm literally waiting for her like to get a mic and say something.
Too. I was doing the same thing. I'm like,
he was like, and what are you here for? And what have you done? If we look on the WWE Network for the best of Maurice, we're going to find zero.
You say anything to me, my girl going to slap the Botox out your cheeks. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, what?
But when Bray Wyatt called Nikki Bella plastic, he got in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, let's be honest here. I mean, like, if you giving John Cena the clearances to say pussy and all this other shit, then why is it that Miz can't go below the belt? Because Miz could have went below the belt too.
I mean, this is like I said, it got just like when Daniel Bryan pushed Miz buttons on Talking Smack when he said he's a coward, he's not a good wrestler and all that type of stuff. That was like a little below the belt. Like, right. Miz was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Right.
That's why I felt last night. Like, you had to call dude a pussy?
Right.
Like, why? I mean,
and talking about y'all been married for how long? Y'all ain't got no kids.
They both working.
Yeah.
I mean, it got, like I said, he tried to get real, but his facts wasn't hitting on shit.
Right. He was basically trying to make them out to be hypocrites, but it's like they're not having kids because Miz don't want them or Maurice don't want them. They're not having kids because they're out here on their grind.
Right.
They're out here working.
Some people put it off personally.
John Cena don't want kids.
Your girl thirsty as hell for a kid.
Thirsty as hell for a kid. Thirsty as hell for a ring. And you ain't gave her neither one of them.
Exactly.
So what they say about you, buddy?
The whole world knows it.
And like, the whole world knows it.
Ain't no tabloids coming out saying Maurice wants kids, but Miz is not ready. Or Miz wants kids, but Maurice doesn't want. I mean, that hasn't came out.
And then he was like, Miz begged to get on Total Divas.
For real. Miz, I mean, like I said, we all know John Cena promos are not scripted at all. I really think he goes out, I know he goes out there and say what he wants to say. Right. And Miz actually showed the expression like, dude, what? I want to be on Total. What? Why? Yeah. Like, dude, like John Cena was just saying, like I said, he says things to get the crowd saying ooh and ahs.
The ooh and ah moments, yeah.
Yeah, and like, but the most thing I had a problem with the pussy, when he called him a pussy, I was like, that's too much. I get it. It's supposed to be getting real.
It's edge we're on the edge, yeah.
It's supposed to be a shoot, but like, why? It'd been different if like John Cena known calling somebody a punk ass bitch and all that type of shit, but it'd been different if Miz came out and called him a different name, called him out his name, called him a bitch or a weak. He called him a coward or a fake or anything.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't hit him below the belt and call him out his name like that. I understand it's wrestling. We supposed to not be that sensitive about shit like that.
But like, but the thing about it is though, let's be honest. I mean, he the only one that get to do that.
Right.
Nobody else does that.
Rock or somebody like that, yeah.
I mean, Rock ain't around. We can't count him. Nobody else does that. Nobody else gets to do that shit. Why does he get to go there, but nobody else can?
Right.
Like, everybody was cursing back in the Attitude Era. It wasn't just The Rock.
Right.
Undertaker, Rock, Stone Cold. Everybody was cursing. Everybody was saying, hey, I'm going to whoop your ass. Everybody was saying, you son of a bitch. Vince McMahon, everybody.
Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon, Jericho, Kurt Angle. Everybody said something. But he the only one to get a chance to go there. The most you'll get out of people now is I'm going to kick your ass. That's the most you'll get. But he used, you a pussy. I ain't never heard that on wrestling.
I haven't either.
I ain't never heard that.
Neither.
And I ain't saying that it made me uncomfortable. It's just a simple fact that, like,
It was unnecessary.
he did the same thing to AJ. He called AJ a bitch.
Yeah.
AJ ain't no bitch. AJ ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
But that's what he said, though.
That's what I said.
How does he get a chance to go there?
His real moments be too much.
Your face, John Cena. Your baby face.
Kids listen to you. Yeah.
Your baby face. Hulk Hogan couldn't do that shit before he became Hollywood.
Right.
How many times did Hulk Hogan come to the ring and say, all right, kids, you eat your prayer, eat your prayers. You eat your vitamins, say your prayers, drink your milk, and oh yeah, Macho Man, you a bitch. $1 Million Man, you a pussy.
Hustle, loyalty, respect, pussy.
Yeah. How many times? How many times did Hogan get to do that? No. Never.
So yeah.
Austin was edgy because he started that way.
Yeah.
When he flipped Stone Cold, he went all day long. When Rock hit People's Champion level, it was all day long. John Cena, though, the same dude that's out here, kissing babies, shaking hands. I do it for this kid right here. How does he get? He was just on Nickelodeon. Now you get a chance to call somebody a pussy.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. I see what you're doing. Okay. So fuck that. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not with it.
I've been not with it. We have been with it for a long time.
I mean, that damn promo was too damn good to get shitted on. Like I said, yeah, I understand you trying to build up your side of your fan base, get them excited, because what you gonna do. But I mean, come on, man. You don't throw a cold bucket of water on the next man.
The main thing I got upset, and the one other thing I got upset with, crowd was eating this shit up about Miz. They loved it. They clapped. Like I said, I love how after the total better bullshit, after he got real and it went off, it came back to him. Crowd I saw people standing up clapping and cheering and stuff. Like he was like, Miz was like, look what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Justin just came in, swooped his way in, and dropped a couple pussies and said what he had to say, and that was that on that.
Right. I got one more thing I want to add to it.
Okay.
Here's my biggest problem. This is my biggest problem with this. It's always been said in the air, social media, you hear people in the business talk about it, that if you're in the ring with John Cena, then you're being put over. But that's not fucking true.
No.
And here's why. John Cena is so larger than life, such a big character, such a big part of the company, to where it doesn't matter what CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, even The Rock. It doesn't matter what The Miz says. It doesn't matter what AJ Styles says, because they're not at the same level as far as star power as John Cena. So when they say stuff, because they're trying to build up their side of the program, John Cena should be able to take that on the chin.
Right.
Instead, he takes these personal shots at everybody to try to keep himself protected. And it just shows, that dude weak as shit, man. He's weak as shit. He's the only one that can't accept the fact that, like, dude got me.
He got me, yeah.
He got me. He got me on the mic.
Dig into something personal. Or
He couldn't just let The Miz have that moment. He couldn't let AJ have his moment. He had to find something. He had to dig deep as he could to try to make sure that at the end of it, everything you said, I'm gonna cancel it out because I'm gonna put myself way up here on this pedestal. When you already on the pedestal, because you're John Cena, you protected anyway. They've protected you since the time that you've been doing this shit.
Yeah,
you've been protected. But it's like, oh well, we're gonna let Cena run off on this thing, whatever he's got to say, because he doesn't like when the wrestlers say shit about him.
Yeah,
we're gonna let him go wide open. Just 10-second delay. We'll just mute out if he gets a little rowdy.
And then we get the people in the headset, let them know, like, hey, amp it up. Like, make sure it was a big deal. And, like, Renee and Daniel Bryan just pretty much, like I said, dick rode him all day on Talking Smack. And the commentators dick ride him every time he say something, too. So, I mean.
Why not put your opponents over before the match? Why not it's always after the fact with him. Like, he'll come out on Smackdown Tuesday night after WrestleMania.
The ultimate thrill ride.
And literally say, yeah, Miz gave me the fight of his life. It just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Like, no. This dude's a multiple-time tag team champion. Former United States champion. Creeping up on Chris Jericho's record as Intercontinental champion.
And, most of all.
And a former WWE champion. And he beat you at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Put the man over. Don't get in the ring and say, normally I get in the ring and say, I'm going to be in for the fight of my life. But it's not. We're going to destroy you. The fuck? How you? So they put you in the ring at WrestleMania with a jobber? So he a jobber now?
Yeah.
No. So we going to destroy you at WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm.
Because he came up with a parody, a funny-ass parody that you said was funny yourself.
Yeah.
And he called you fake. But see, it's hidden personal because you don't like the fact that you got to come to the ring with your gal.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like that. Because you just want to be John Cena. You want to come out there and hold that towel up and talk to Stu in the camera and then throw that towel in the ring and get in the ring. Yeah, you don't want to deal with her. You don't really want to deal with her at work. So now that you're doing this, you like, man, I ain't really feeling this. He tried to hit her on the ass last night and they kissed. And it's just like, I don't want to see that.
It's so awkward.
It looks more real for the few times that I've seen Total Bellas or Total Divas or whatever. It looks realer on there.
Because they have different cues. They say, oh, let's try again. That wasn't good enough. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Just like Miz and them was saying. It was so real.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And I'm sure there's John Cena fans out there that's listening to this show and they're like, man, they always shitting on John Cena. But look at the facts. Look at the facts. If you like anybody else, if you like John Cena and you like AJ Styles and you like CM Punk or you like Edge or you like Daniel Bryan or anybody that Cena has gone up against that didn't come in with him like an Orton or a Brock, then there's no way you can turn a blind eye to what we're saying.
Right.
10 years, the Miz has been there. Miz has had a solid 10 years. He's Hall of Fame worthy.
Yeah.
By the time he gets done, he'll be Hall of Fame worthy. Because you got guys that's been there for years that never got the title. You got guys that's been there for years that never got the Intercontinental title.
Or even had a WrestleMania moment, period.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Never had a title run. Guys that's been there and never had a title run. Or had really short runs. Or forgettable runs. I mean, you got people like Curtis Axel. One title run. Well, 2 title reigns. A tag team champion and an Intercontinental title reign that was completely forgettable.
Yeah.
Bo Dallas. No titles. Just NXT champion.
Yeah.
And that, they're not going to count that because that's not the main roster.
Right.
You got a bunch of people that never got a run at the top. And that are not even being thought about.
And like I said, when you watch these old WrestleManias, you see the progression and the growth of Miz. And that's why, like I said, I applaud him every time I see him, man.
Miz has been entertaining since the ECW days.
Mm-hmm.
With him and Morrison.
With the down shorts with the glitter on and the bandana and the hat.
And the fedora. The Bray Wyatt fedora.
Yeah. And the shirt, they had the magnet and the chicks. Say, chicks dig me and all that. Chick magnet. Yeah.
I mean, Miz has been entertaining since then. You go back and watch some of those dirt sheets. Funny shit.
Oh, yeah. Him and Jomo. Yeah.
Like, it's not making it seem like Miz just became entertaining yesterday. Dude been entertaining for a long ass time. He been carrying promos for a long ass time.
Right.
On the camera, backstage, in the ring. He's got a hell of a catalog. When they make the men's DVD, it's just gonna be entertaining as hell.
Yeah, me like a 5-disc. But we gotta move on, man.
Yeah, we do.
I'm sorry. You know, once we open a can of worms about douchebag, I mean, ain't no putting the top.
Stop shitting on everybody.
Yeah.
Just go. Either go away or stop shitting on everybody.
Go away. Anyway, that would do it for our review. So, do you want to get us some near falls? You got any near falls?
Nope.
Okay, no near falls this week. So let's get straight to this card for WrestleMania, the Ultimate Thrill Ride. All right, we're gonna start off with these kickoff matches, which I feel this shouldn't be on a kickoff match, but you already heard our rant about that. First matchup we have is the WWE Cruiserweight Championship match between Neville versus Austin Aries. Who you got?
I'm going with the greatest man that ever lived, Austin Aries. Like you don't come back to not take the spotlight.
I'm gonna go different. I think Neville's still gonna retain. Maybe, I mean, the feud is not over. They haven't touched each other in the ring yet. So
right. Well, outside that elbow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying like far as a matchup.
Right.
They haven't had a match yet. So I can see probably a rematch coming up sometime. Maybe Austin Aries get it then. But I think Neville will come out on top of this one. I just feel he'll still retain. Build it, championship run up a little bit more. Maybe he'll cheat the win, do something.
Aries is gonna get the belt eventually?
Yeah. For sure. I mean, even if
just not at WrestleMania. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, not at WrestleMania. That's what I feel. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know?
I think Aries is going to get it. I really do, because there are a lot of matches that we haven't seen yet. I mean, Neville has ran through everybody. If he beats Aries,
I mean, like I said,
that's kind of how I'm just looking.
Yeah.
I mean, who will be next?
Him again. It'll be Austin. I mean, like I said, I feel like in the next pay-per-view or the next Monday Night Raw, they known for doing this shit. Give him a rematch. He won it then. Just let Neville, not saying moments are the big thing right now, but like let Neville win at WrestleMania and turn it over the next night or next pay-per-view. That's my view on it. Like I said, I know a lot.
Can we even call this WrestleMania?
It's the Ultimate Thrill Ride.
Can we even call it that? I mean, like I feel like we should be calling these 3 matches that we're about to talk about something else.
Well, at least 2 matches.
I mean, like they should be on the main card. Don't get me wrong, but I don't even feel like we should call them WrestleMania because they're not going to be on the DVD. As part of the actual show, they're going to be called kickoff matches. Yeah. We should call it Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah. Ain't the kickoff show going to be on USA?
I don't think so.
I think they said kickoff show is going to be on USA. I promise you. I think they said that last night.
Well, they better say it again because I didn't hear them if they said it once.
Hold on. It's not on here, but I know they said it, but whatever. Anyway, next matchup we have is the Smackdown Women's Championship kickoff match with Alexa Bliss defending against all female Smackdown Live superstars who are available to compete. Unanimous. Naomi. Oh, you going different?
I'm going with Alexa.
Ooh.
I think she's going to win.
We'll see.
And I mean, of course, we've talked about we already talked about how they shitted on the moment.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they're going to give it to her. I feel like they're just going to let her be a part of it. We're glad you rushed back, but I don't think they're going to rush and put the title back on her because she may not be totally 100% yet. She probably went and said to management and said, hey, I don't want to miss this. I got to be there. Yeah. I don't think she's going to get it back. I think Alexa's going to win. And if Asuka or somebody is next to come up, I don't think they're going to let Naomi take the fall to Asuka.
They better not let Asuka come back on a kickoff match. Fuck that, man.
No, I'm saying like later on down the line. Like if she's next to come up, because she's been with the SmackDown roster. Mm-hmm. If she's next to come up, I don't think they're going to let Asuka may come up heel though.
Who knows?
That's interesting. Well, no, I'm gonna change that because I just thought about it. Asuka's a heel now. I'll go with Naomi.
Okay,
Naomi's gonna win.
Next, we have the most anticipated match I think we've both been waiting for.
I mean, like since I heard it was announced, every year it's the most. Ever since they started it,
the 4th annual. This is the 4th
years. No, it's been 3 winners: Corbin, Cesaro, Big Show. It's the 4th one.
Okay, it is. Yeah, you're right. I had a slow moment for.
I mean, they're nothing worth watching most times.
But We have Big Show, Sami Zayn, Braun Strowman, Apollo Crews, Mojo Rawley, I already said Sami Zayn, and some more people who jobbers. I got Sami winning somehow, some way.
I got Braun winning.
See, that was my second choice, but I'm just gonna be different and go with Sami. I mean, he'll probably find some way. I mean, they've been dropping the ball with Braun lately. Had him back out with Undertaker. Had him lose a few with Roman Reigns. I mean, like I feel they kind of like backing out with the shit.
If they're
gonna try to get it right later
if they're
on.
going to not let Braun win, they wasted our time. They wasted our time.
They do that a lot though.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. I fully agree. I don't think they're gonna give Sami a moment.
Okay. Next matchup, we have the Raw Tag Team Championship Triple Threat Ladder match.
The main show.
On the main show. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Who you got?
Unfortunately, I think they're gonna give it to Enzo and Cass.
We've been disagreeing a lot lately. I feel that Gallows and Anderson are gonna retain.
I surely hope so. But I just feel like they're gonna finally give Enzo and Cass a title.
Yeah. I feel I mean, it looks like that's the direction they're going because they take too many L's as a team and they never – I mean, you know, WWE does it backwards. Like, they take so many L's losing, but they going to finally win the big one when it counts. I mean, dumb, whatever. Next match, IC title match, Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin. Who you got?
Corbin.
I got Dean.
And this rarely happens.
Yeah.
Normally we're like unanimous about everything.
The thing I'm most upset about, I think the United States Championship definitely has this problem. That this match doesn't seem about the title. It seems about just revenge and about fighting. Mm-hmm. And I hate that the title's just thrown in there. I mean, but on top of that, I just feel that Dean's going to hold in. This rivalry going to go on for a little while longer. And Baron, just like I said about Austin Aries, he'll probably get it at the next pay-per-view, not at WrestleMania. Because you think about it, once again, it's the statistics showing that Dean Ambrose having won a WrestleMania match one-on-one. He won the Shield match against they won 2 Shield matches, you know, back-to-back, but Dean Ambrose hasn't won a one-on-one or a singles match at WrestleMania, so I think he's due for one.
And that is the very reason why I picked Corbin. Because if we're talking about statistics and stats, I think Corbin's going to be the next man to have a WrestleMania streak.
Think so?
I think they're going to give him the streak.
Especially, well, yeah, like I said, you didn't finish talking smack, but yeah, he kind of not hinted to it, but like, you know, he said he had his moment last year. He's gonna have another moment this year, so
right.
You might be right. I wouldn't be mad at that either.
I think because I thought at first I was hoping it was gonna be Bray.
Yeah,
but we never got that. And then I thought it was gonna be Bray at SummerSlam with a streak.
Yeah,
and we never got that. So because he lost to Roman at SummerSlam.
Right.
So I think if they're going to go in the direction of somebody's step their game up at WrestleMania, I think that they're going to start to move in that direction with Baron Corbin. You know, Edge had a streak.
Yeah, I remember him and Undertaker.
Miz had a streak.
Yep.
At WrestleMania, but each of them, neither one of them were able to maintain it. I think Miz went 4 WrestleManias undefeated, never losing at WrestleMania. And then he lost. So, you know, I think Corbin's gonna get that.
Sable went undefeated at WrestleMania. So serious.
Thank you. I don't know what to say there. Thanks.
Moving on.
Thanks, CJ.
United States Championship. Another match is hidden in the shadows. I mean, titles hidden in the shadows. Chris Jericho, the champion, versus Kevin Owens.
KO Mania 2.
I'm going Chris Jericho. I find some way. I think Sterling hinted towards this too on RBU, which also I believe myself before he said it, but I believe Joe gonna play a factor in the match, may get KO disqualified, and then you know somehow Jericho wins, and Jericho and Joe go into a feud somehow, and KO probably focus on whoever's champion, Universal Champion, and start something with that.
I don't see it. I think that's very far out there.
I got to reach sometimes.
KO cannot win. Chris Jericho cannot beat 2 of your best talents in your company.
Hey,
at WrestleMania.
This is the WWE, baby.
Chris Jericho cannot beat two of your best top talents 2 years straight at WrestleMania. He beat AJ last year, and he shouldn't have done that.
This is WrestleMania.
And you mean to tell me he's finna beat KO too? On the verge of retiring?
Hey,
the lead singer of Fozzy?
It's WWE, man. I mean,
he not winning. He not winning.
Book it.
Chris Jericho's ass is not retaining that title. Ain't no way on planet Earth. He finna go sing for Fozzy.
Next, we have the Raw Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way Elimination Match. Bayley versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. Who you got?
Bayley.
I'm going Sasha. She's going to turn on Bayley, do something dirty to win. Hold the title. That's Sasha turning heel. I know we're going different directions. It's kind of throwing you off this time. Like, I think we only had one match alike. That was the Naomi thing.
Who is this man?
But yeah.
What? Sasha? You think they're going to give that to Sasha at WrestleMania?
I mean, they wasted Bayley's moment. I mean,
I think Bayley's going to win and get the pop as the face to overcome the odds. She's been getting her ass whooped.
I'm going to make sure we go back through this, and I'm going to write down my choices.
She's been getting her ass whooped every week by everybody.
Okay.
The underdog overcomes.
Okay. Next, we have the most disappointing match on the card for me. Well, one of the most disappointing matches. Smackdown Live Commissioner Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles, a phenomenal one. I mean, I'm not going against grain on this shit.
This is unanimous.
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
AJ fucking Styles. I mean, Shane McMahon better not win this match. Number one, because you Shane McMahon. Number two, AJ ain't gonna have no 0-2 start at WrestleMania. The Ultimate Thrill Ride. So anyway, yeah, that's that match. Next, we have the non-sanctioned match, Seth Rollins versus Triple H. We got.
Is there gonna be a pinfall?
I don't even.
Is there gonna be a referee?
I don't understand what the fuck going on.
I mean, the last time I saw a non-sanctioned fight, it was like a street fight. I hadn't seen it's been a long time since they had a non-sanctioned fight.
I don't know.
In wrestling.
I don't know what's going on.
It seems like this is gonna be a brawl. And then Triple H is gonna be getting his ass whooped, and then Samoa Joe is gonna come. That's where I think if we're gonna plug Samoa Joe in somewhere, I think we're gonna plug him in there.
Sure, why not have both?
I mean, they put Roman Reigns in 2 spots in the Royal Rumble. Why not?
Son of a bitch. Brought this shit back up.
I know.
But who you got?
If there's going to be a definitive winner, I'm going with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I'm going with the man as well. Next, we have the power couples.
Kingslayer.
John Cena. John Cena's not the Kingslayer. I know you wasn't saying that, but I said it. I didn't want listeners get confused that we're calling John Cena the Kingslayer.
I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. Unfortunately,
it's unanimous.
Yeah. John Cena and Nikki will win. And rumor has it that John Cena is going to propose to Nikki Bella, which also proves Miz's point that this shit is so fucking fake. If it's a rumor out that you're going to propose, why the fuck is the rumor? I mean, like, why would that thought even be in somebody's head unless you said it? Or that's the plan. Dumb.
It should have been totally unexpected. There shouldn't even be a rumor leaked of that.
Exactly.
Because nobody leaked the rumor that I was going to propose to my wife. Did anybody leak the rumor that you?
Nobody didn't know. Only 2 people knew when I was going to even do it.
But they didn't leak it.
Nope. Nobody said shit.
It was a secret.
Yeah.
Because when you propose to a person, it's supposed to be a secret. Unless you're John fucking Cena. That's why we hate you.
Next we have the Phenom, The Undertaker versus the Big Dog, Roman Reigns. Who you got? Unfortunately.
No unfortunate. This ain't unfortunate. I got Roman Reigns. And not only do I have Roman Reigns, but I got Roman Reigns beating the hell out of The Undertaker. Really bad.
I just got Roman Reigns winning. But that sounds right. I mean, it sounds like that's what should happen. But who knows?
Let me ask you a question. And this is what I've been thinking about since they announced this match. Do you remember when Stone Cold turned at WrestleMania and joined with Vince McMahon? And he literally killed all those chair shots to The Rock. I literally visualized Roman Reigns with the chair beating the hell out of The Undertaker to the complete disdain of the crowd after the match. Like, yeah, I beat you. I added another blemish to your streak. But it don't stop there. I want this over with. WrestleMania is my show now. That's how you book it. That's how you book it.
That's where your faith in the company may have you disappointed.
Well, I mean, look at the card.
I mean,
look at the card. I mean, I told you I was about to veer off the road to WrestleMania.
The ultimate thrill ride.
Quite a few times. But
yeah, I got Roman Reigns winning. I just feel like, Vince is like, all right, y'all. He beat Undertaker. Now you gotta like him. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Next we have Sterl's bathroom break. Universal Championship match. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. Unanimous?
Brock.
Yeah.
Lesnar.
Better. I mean,
because if I have to sit around for another Goldberg, I don't want anything to do with that.
You seen the report that he says he's miserable with his latest WWE run.
Goldberg doesn't like it.
He's just miserable. Like,
he's sad.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much like, his kids enjoying it. I mean, his wife and his kid enjoying it, so that's what's pushing him to do it for. But I guess he's tired of the training and everything. Yeah, I read it.
I hadn't been on my news and rumors here lately. Yeah, I'm glad that he's miserable because that means I don't have to be miserable anymore. Yeah. After Sunday, I don't have to be miserable. Huh? You can go sit on your damn couch with them ugly ass Goldberg shirts, and I can go and have a champion that I can be proud of. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. And when I say proud, yeah, it ain't because I think Brock is the guy. It's because he's just better than fucking Goldberg. Agreed. Think about it.
Next, hopefully, in the order I'm reading, not in the exact same order, but hopefully this is the last match of WrestleMania, the Ultimate Thrill Ride. Bray Wyatt, the champion, versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship.
Randy, psych.
You almost got
Bray Wyatt.
Yes, sir. Unanimous.
The company needs to get behind the present and the future. And Randy Orton has been around for 15 years.
He has his moments.
It's time for the present and the future.
Especially you talking about putting the crucifix in the apocalypse of the vein of whatever the fuck you were saying.
Let me give it to you again. It was the crucifix, the weapon of the apocalypse, into the vessel of Sister stupid. Abigail.
That shit sounds so stupid. God damn.
When really what he did was take a stick and shove it in some dirt.
And wiggle it around a little bit. Say, got it. I'm in the veins.
Put this stick in that vessel.
Oh, damn.
Bray, you better win, buddy. Because we started a hashtag for you. And everything.
Yeah, but
you don't need to chase the title.
And that will do it for our WrestleMania predictions.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Thrill Ride.
Anything that we left out? If we look back over the card, anything that you think might happen that we didn't talk about? Like how a match ends or
looking at this time.
I gotta stick to it.
Nah, we don't got time.
Okay.
But be sure to tune in this Sunday as we are going live right after WrestleMania with the results and our review with the RBU crew. That was a lot of oohs and rhyming.
Yeah. You rap.
Yeah.
You cold with it.
Our review of WrestleMania immediately after WrestleMania and let you know the Ultimate Thrill Ride, what we felt about the show, what are the surprises, and everything else that goes on that night. So look forward to that. We already held our ears for almost another movie. So check out all the other podcasts, RBU, MWT, Lace 'em Up, Equal Opposites, Studio Flow, Mac and D, all the other type of stuff we always tell y'all, the rundown, Love and Hip Hop thing. Check out all that. And I don't got nothing else. You got something else? The ultimate thrill ride. This is your boy EJ the King.
She got J.Fields.
And we are out this biatch.
Take over. Take over.
Holla. I can't find the icon. Turn this motherfucker off. So, there it is.